Can anyone confirm that everything is in order, that you can see me, that you can hear me? So I guess that I'll wait for a second for everybody to have time to connect. It shows me that some people are connected, but I don't know if this is true, the information. Okay, so I'll wait for some confirmation, but in the meantime, I have to gather my strength and try to explain to you something because since yesterday I was shocked. I didn't even have time to focus on posting after yesterday's episode. As you know, I was quite pissed about the report from Teis. It was again a crazy report, creditor information without absolutely no logic, absolutely nothing substantial. They're only hearsays, and of course, totally ignoring of the situation with Carnegie, which is basically the only proven situation till now. The rest are absolutely gossip. And you remember I was looking at an answer from the High Court that I managed to finally understand a couple of hours later, and during this day I tried to investigate. So basically the High Court has sent us yesterday an email regarding our claim for Teis to be removed as liquidator due to his incompatibility with the job at the time of him being named liquidator. And we have made an appeal to the High Court on that naming of Teis as liquidator. And the appeal also had a part which we requested to reject the let's say forceful liquidation from the trade registry, which was something that was rejected by the High Court, as they do not have the quality to work on that, as this is something that has to go to administrative court, and we have to go against the Erve Stillesen in this situation. So which is something that only the company can do. So it's very technical, and we didn't count on that matter too much. What was more important was to, of course, judge on the conflict of interest of Teis and not appoint Teis as liquidator. And the funny thing is that the High Court ruling said that on procedural grounds they cannot rule against in this appeal against or rule for our petition against Teis, because that is subject of another appeal, an appeal that should have been processed on a decision that the Maritime Court took on the 5th of May 2026. So, shockingly, I repeat, there was a decision of the Maritime Court on the 5th of May 2026 that was basically the decision of the Maritime Court to appoint Teis as liquidator. So what happened after we made an appeal against Teis? We made the request that Teis is not compatible to the lower court, so to the Maritime Court. And the Maritime Court has set a date on the 5th of May. So that's we made an appeal on the 22nd of April after the ruling on the 17th of April. And Maritime Court has processed the request to change Teis as liquidator due to his incompatibility in a closed session, a session where we were not summoned. Okay, maybe this is okay, I don't know. And there was a ruling on the 5th of May. It's the first time I have heard about this ruling and in the decision of the High Court, meaning that the High Court, of course, technically they would like to see the opinion of the Maritime Court on this incompatibility matter and rule against it should they find it not correct in a different case. So what happened is that we figured out together with our good friend and shareholder Bo that the Maritime Court has sent this ruling from the 5th of May only to Bo. So I repeat, the Maritime Court has decided that Teis is compatible with his position as liquidator on the 5th of May, and the Maritime Court has not sent me, who I'm the prime petitioner, any sort of information about this meeting. No, they just send it through ebooks, which of course we have stated in multiple um, uh, in almost all the addresses to the High Court that our official address is my address at home, and the fact that I use my email for communication of the decisions and everything and the appeal. So everything has worked fine on the emails. I have tons of emails between me and the Maritime Court. The decision from the High Court came on my email. Absolutely no problem. Suddenly, this decision on the 5th of May was sent to the e-book of Bo. Poor Bo yesterday stressed the guy has absolutely no fault in this situation. I could only imagine that there is some mistake, and I asked him also to check whether he has received anything. Why? Because in order for us to be able to avoid any translation risks or risks that we do not receive documents from the initial petition, the one about the bankruptcy, at a certain time we have orally asked that the court can also send documents, but as a backup they can also send documents to the email of Bo, not to the e-book of Bo. Okay. And of course, Bo, as a surprise, he received in one of his e-books, probably the company one I just checked, an email from the Maritime Court from the 5th of May. Of course, he opened the email yesterday. We have the proof for that. It is he can confirm, and also he can put it in email. And I sent an email today to yesterday, of course, to uh, the Maritime Court, asking what happened with this so-called decision from the 5th of May and why we didn't receive it. And I will share my screen so that everybody can transparently understand the predicament we are in right now, and to decide on your own what is the real situation, because for me it is very, very confusing. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the email that we have received today at 4:21 p.m. So that's approximately 2 hours ago, from Thomas Fine Anderson, the head secretariat of the Maritime Court, okay? Maritime and Commercial Court. And it says, Dear Mark Abraham, the bankruptcy court has received your emails today of today's date, in which I was asking what is this decision on the 5th of since your email address is not secure, the bankruptcy court cannot send court records, etc. to you by email. Question mark here. Yesterday you can go to my email. I will show you. So this is the decision of the High Court. Okay, sent to me to my personal email. So suddenly question mark here, but let's park this for the moment. And it says, therefore, the bankruptcy court sent the order to you via Bo K. Larsen. This procedure was agreed upon at the court hearing on the 17th of April 2026. Absolutely not. The bankruptcy court will therefore resend the order of the 5th of May, as well as the court record on today's date, to you via Bo K. Larsen digital mailbox. If you wish to receive these documents by physical mail, please inform the probate court of your current address. Okay. So the probate court has my current address, and it has been specified multiple times as the address in my home address. Which, let me show you what fantastically crazy. So I talked yesterday with Bo, and I will show you exactly what the court has sent. Okay, 1 second. Let me just share the screen. So here is the address that was received from Bo yesterday, opened by Bo. Okay, 5th of May at okay, regarding as you can see that this is the list of emails that I sent, and the fact that the request that Teis be removed as liquidator, and of course the explanations why Teis should remain as liquidator, and this is another topic that of course we will dismount in the appeal. It is quite simple that to understand the fact that Tice would have been kept as liquidator from the same court that just appointed him as liquidator a week earlier. Okay, so as you can see here, a lot of comments on the fact that I've sent emails on the 22nd of April and 2026 requesting. So everything was done over email. Suddenly, that was not good enough. So in my email on the 22nd of April, I have communicated again my home address, and I communicated the home address. I will not repeat it because the home address I was communicated in multiple instances to the high court and to the lower court. And of course, communicating over email is something that was functioning without any problem till now. I have replied to the uh, let me just try to translate it also here so you can um, understand. I have replied to I don't know where is the let's open a Google Translator. Uh, so you would see where the reply lies and what it says. So I said the agreement on the 17th of April included a supplementary copy to Bo Kretschmer Larsen, not a substitute for service to myself. At the hearing, the probate court asked orally whether court records could also be sent to the board, to the not board member, to the shareholder Bo Larsen. I confirm that this can be done, but only as a supplementary measure and not as the principal or sole service channel. This is not any written agreement. The service should be, and of course, this is stupid because at the time on the 17th of April, we are talking about here an appeal that was done on the 22nd of April, so it's much later from that date. So we couldn't discuss about grounds of sending to Bo something that we didn't even send to the court at that time. So absolutely crazy. There is no written agreement that service should be sent to Bo. It was only an oral statement that a copy could also be sent to him. The bankruptcy court has not served the order on me personally. The order on the 5th of May was sent exclusively to Bo via his e-box. It was not served to me or through my lawyer. My correct address was already stated in the case, and I have copied again the address. This address appeared in my letter. I know that the bankruptcy court in the summons on the 6th of May incorrectly rendered the address as Intrarea Roselor. Very strange, because I will show you something that there is a court summon that Bo again found, which is this one, absolutely crazy. This is a summon on the 11th of May for the bankruptcy, because Tice has already asked for the bankruptcy of the company on the 6th of May. And I'm being summoned here on Intrarea Roselor Opta 8A. My address is, let me show you. So my address has been Strada Tube Roselor 8A, not Intrarea Roselor. So they copied the wrong address to my summons. So the Eastern High Court communicated with me by this case by email. I have received everything on by email. And I asked them in the end, what is going on? Why can't they serve me at my home address, which was specified clearly in the in all of the communication that I always send to the court, and I will share with you again live from the 22nd of uh, uh, can you still hear me? Can you see me? I don't know what. Yeah, I think it's okay. So I'm sharing the screen again, and we can go to the 22nd of April. Okay, so let's share the screen. As you can see, I sent an so the address that I've sent on the 22nd of April, it says clearly my address here. Okay, so my address is Strada Tuberozelor 8A Voluntari, and this is the request where I ask them to change the liquidator. Okay, yeah, you can see here. This is the address to the Maritime Court under compulsory dissolution. The petitions on 8 independent sufficient grounds of disqualification for Teis as liquidator. My address being here. So this is the petition. This is completely included with all the grounds, everything that was submitted. And my address, again, even at the end, it is clearly stated. This is the address, my address. And look at this crazy situation. So I will put it side by side so everybody can grasp the level of craziness. So this is the letter that on the left side that I sent to the court, and I will make it very big. This is my address. Okay, where is it? Here, Mark Abraham, CEO, blah blah blah, Strada Tuberosa or 8A. Look at what they copied here. They put a wrong address in my summons, and this is my address here is written 3 times. It's not like it's written. So it's written here. It's written in the email. It's written when I write the petition itself. Again, look here. My address fully to Berozelo 8A, and look at what they're writing here. So, guys, this is 2026. Come on. So I'm fighting here every day with a lot of strong arguments into um, replacing Teis and why Teis is conflicted, and everybody knows. And I'm trying to send all the documents in good order, in good faith, and everything. And suddenly I realized that one of the most important elements of the ruling itself, the one that we have claimed against the Maritime Court of appointing Teis as liquidator, is basically missing a decision. They didn't communicate to me the decision. So, and what is crazy is that if this is considered to be communicated, I cannot even appeal it because 2 weeks have passed. So right now, I will of course send an appeal after we finish this discussion. I will appeal the decision, and I will ask, of course, the High Court to consider the error from the moment of communicating to now, because it's absolutely crazy. So this is what we're fighting against. We're trying to be as professional as possible. Everything is precise, transmitted to avoid these mistakes. And they send wrong, they write wrong address. You cannot bloody copy paste an address from a request. Or this is something that is beyond our imagination. So honestly, I have no words to describe uh, the level of uh, the level. Questions? So it's yesterday we discussed, of course, about creditor information number two and the compatibility and all of this. Nobody even wants to listen to the reasoning. There was a very clear. So basically, the maritime court is stating after we've read the decision to keep ties. The logic behind keeping ties is that ties is um, a good liquidator because he was appointed curator by the creditors in the insolvency that was annulled by the High Court. If anybody can speak logical uh, and think logical at this moment, I repeat, it's the maritime court says that it's okay for Teis to be named as liquidator because Teis was named as curator by the creditors in an illegal bankruptcy, in an unlawful bankruptcy. So how the hell do you have these arguments? How can you use this logic? And this is what and everything was sent to Bo. Jesus, it's mind blowing. Honestly, it's mind melding. It's and we discussed yesterday against finance about wrongdoings in shape and all this kind of bloody, shady kind of affairs. No, the wrongdoing is that we are not respected, at least at the level to read my fucking address correctly, guys. So I'm living on a different address, and they don't even send to me as a European citizen. They don't send documents to me so to be able to defend myself. It's the same case as in the first unlawful bankruptcy, where they served Hele Rutzen, a member of the board. Come on, it's the same mistake again. What the hell is going on with this maritime court? No, I find it amazing. It's really simply amazing. It's a it's a shit show here. I will not. I hope you understood, Jorgen. It is clear how I explained. You are here on the live, and it makes sense what I'm saying because for me it's like a shock that I cannot even process at this moment. How can we in 2026 send work so much, so many hours, so much money spent, into trying to uh, do things as best as possible, okay? As best as possible. And we don't have the minimum respect level to have our address correctly stated. I do not live in Rosel or in Trara Rosel. It's a different street. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Good guys. I will continue to write um, the appeal and to work on this one, and I will load it and I will try to send it. But this is where we are. This is what we're fighting against. It's mind blowing. It's not my address. So please send me your address. So today the court is asking me to send my address after I sent a letter where I signed myself with my address. I do not have words to explain this. Okay, good. I will. I will. I will send it over to you for analysis in the next hour, and it's shocking. Have a good evening, guys. It was a pleasure, like always. Bye bye.